Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about dependency injection in Blazor and how it works. This video is a part of a Blazor series, and it started from the fundamental of Blazor. If you are interested in learning Blazor and don't want to miss any session, make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon. Let's get started. Before started going deeply into dependency injection, let's see what is dependency. So normally in our day-to-day life, we use a different class inside our class. So normally we use dependency in our day-to-day life. Just like one model is fetching data from database, so there is a dependency is creating here. This is our as usual regular day-to-day programmer life. Then what is dependency? Injecting dependency means we no need to call this class completely. We will push the data or push the properties and object and behavior of the data this class into this class outside. This is called dependency injection or injecting dependency. Dependency injection is a design pattern. It's more important, it's first a design pattern actually. Dependency injection is a mechanism that makes application-wise service available to all components. Means all the components are loosely binded to each other. Our maintenance will be very easy at that time. Let's see what is the exact theory, exact definition of dependency injection. DI is a software design pattern. It allows us to develop loosely coupled code. It intends to dependency injection to make code maintainable. It helps to reduce the tight coupling of among software component. Dependency injection reduces the hardcoded dependency among your class by injecting the dependency at runtime instead of design time technically. Means you no need to write initialize the class every time. Just instead of initialize, just we can use as a constructor parameter. Let's go to Visual Studio and we'll see this one. Guys, sorry for the background noise. Upon Visual Studio, so we have created this application in our previous class where we are showing this redirection and routing. Today we are going to add one book list page and we will show some list of book. Before going to the ingestion and adding new page, first check what are the existing template Microsoft.NET has given. So you can see here fetch data. Go to fetch data page. So here you can see something is injecting. Means it's injecting some service. In our previous class, in this book we created, while calling this using this button, we are injecting some system classes like inject navigation manager. But here you can see in fetch data weather forecast service. This is a class. This class is present in data folder. You can see, and here they are using this application name .data folder. So go to here. You can see that there are some means weather categories are there in weather, and go to the again the fetch data razor page. Come down at last. You can see it's creating an array of forecast. What is the forecast? Weather forecast. It's a class. This one you can see. It's a class where it's date, temperature, and summary. So what we are seeing here, current date to next coming 5 days, and a random value of temperature, and what are the summary from the random value itself. Let's go create our own pages, do some dependency injection. So I want to show some book list. First I want to add one class. Say book model. So we have added these three properties. Next, add one more class as service. Let's say one more class I am adding here, book service. Here I want to return the list of book. So just statically I am directly doing this one, public. So in this function we are returning this list of book, added statically three list here. Next add one pages, razor page, and do some dependency injection. Go to pages, add razor component, added one book list razor page. Here give the route URL. Okay. Next, go to the fetch data page and see how it is written. So you can see it's using session data and injecting the service. Before that, we need to register our service. For registering service, we need to go startup.cs. Here you can see it's adding a singleton weather forecast service, means it's adding this service. So we need to add service dot add singleton. Here we have book service. So I register the service here. Next, inject the service. So here I am injecting first. Close this one. No need of okay. Next, what we need to do? We need this list of book model to show. Set the properties. Next, we can do on initialize. On initialize means the initialization event. Let protected. So books equal to book dot get book list. So we are calling this get book list event, this get book list function inside our Blazor through injecting our service. Before injecting our service, we need to register our service in startup class. Next, here I want to show the data. Give a separator. Go to fetch data. How we can see? I'm just copy pasting so that we can save the time. and author. One no issue is found, run the application and see. In book, so we need to add one link here, I forgot to add. Go to nav menu, book list, here book list, the page name is list. So let's see, it's run book list. Now it is running. So in this way, first we need to register the service, then we can inject the service to our Razor pages. Guys, to create a useful video, it requires lots of effort. If you really like my video, give me a like and share this video with your friends. This really encourages me a lot. Thank you very much.